In the competitive world of hip-hop, the rise to fame often goes hand in hand with intensive rivalries and public feuds. Drake and Kendrick Lamar, two of the industry's most influential figures, have both experienced, quite frankly, incredible ascents to stardom, shaped by their distinctive styles. Drake, who first really garnered attention through his role in the hit Canadian show Degrassi, The Next Generation, where he quickly transitioned into music with a series of successful mixtapes.
And if your man get the stunt, we'll buy him out, cause we be living with these other rappers,
culminating to his breakout hit, Best I Ever Had, from his 2009 mixtape, So Far Gone. Meanwhile, literally across the country, in a whole other country, Kendrick Lamar, rising from the Compton music scene, being influenced by prior greats like NWA or even Tupac, established himself as a lyrical powerhouse with his incredible debut album, Section 80, and subsequent critically acclaimed release, one of my favorite albums of all time, Good Kid, M.A.A.D City. Both of their careers have been marked with notable collaborations and obviously shared success. However, despite these collaborations, their professional relationship has been filled with competitive tension and public disputes. The evolution of the rivalry culminating in their highly publicized and recent beef. And all of this underscores a broader narrative within the hip-hop industry, where public feuds and personal conflicts can overshadow artistic achievements. This dynamic not only affects individuals involved, but also perpetuates harmful stereotypes and social biases against black men. As we explore the rise and subsequent feuds of Drake and Kendrick Lamar, we will also consider the impact of these conflicts on the careers and the broader implications for the representation of black male artists in the media. Let's roll that intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Killivvn Show. I know a lot of y'all in the comments wanted me to dive a little deeper into the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Honestly, there was a lot going around. There was a lot going on. So in my opinion, I really had to wait until it kind of died down before I got into it, because it seemed like every day Drake dropped a track, then Kendrick drops a track, then Drake drops a track, then Kendrick drops like 2 tracks. It was wild. So now I have time, analyze everything. I know the subject might not be as hot, but at least I can give you everything from, So Far Gone to Section 80 days till today, what has happened in the careers and who have they beefed with and things of that nature. So I really hope you're going to enjoy the video. As well, road to 10K, so if you want the blonde vinyl, guys, you know what to do. Subscribe, it's simple. Like, share, comment, and let me know also in the comments, who do you think won the beef? But that being said, guys, let me stop blabbling. Let's get into this video. Yeah, it's Ivan from the future. I have to cut into the video because I recorded this video basically a month ago, and the beef kind of died down. There was not really much happening since basically Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, and then Drake dropped The Heart Part 6. Like, everything cooled down until Kendrick Lamar decided to be the biggest savage of all time and really assemble the Avengers. So I have some updates to this video. I'm sorry for cutting into this from the future. What's up? But yeah, at the end of the video, of course, I'm going to add the updates because some crazy shit happened. But that being said, anyway, guys, let's dive back into the video. In 2001, the city of Toronto witnessed the rise of a new talent in the form of Aubrey Graham, better known by his stage name, Drake. Drake first captured public attention through his role as Jimmy Brooks on the popular Canadian TV series Degrassi, The Next Generation. His character, a basketball star, so this dude always wanted to be a basketball star. Since Degrassi, he wants to be a hooper, brah. Let it go!
I don't care. I'll make a shot. Oh, yeah! Oh! Oh my god. God, how'd you still go through my legs? It don't matter what you look here.
Anyway, a basketball star whose life was drastically altered after being confined to a wheelchair following a school shooting. Now, kind of strange that this show is from Canada. We don't get those type of things. This ain't America. Anyway, he really played his role really well, and he really resonated with the audience of the show. However, as y'all know, Drake's ambitions were far beyond acting. In 2006, he launched his music career with the release of his debut mixtape, Room for Improvement. And that was quickly followed by a second mixtape, the classic Comeback Season, in 2007. And with these mixtapes, he started building one hell of a reputation in the music industry. But the pivotal moment in Drake's career happened in February 13, 2009, with the release of his third mixtape, a beloved classic, So Far Gone. This mixtape featured one of my favorite Drake songs of all time, Best I Ever Had, which became an instant hit, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, and earning nominations for 2 Grammy Awards, Best Rap Solo Performance and Best Rap Song at the 52nd Grammy Awards. The boy was truly balling. I mean, this track predicted the beginning of Drake's dominance in the music industry. Meanwhile, on the other side of the continent, we arrive at Compton, California. Another future star was on the rise. Kendrick Lamar, then known by his stage name M.A.A.D, began making waves in the local music scene while only still in high school. In 2005, he signed with Top Dog Entertainment, where he co-founded the hip-hop subgroup Black Hippie. Kendrick's unique lyrical prowess, I mean, you know, the dude can write, and storytelling ability garnered significant attention, culminating in his debut album, Section 80. What an incredible project. In 2011, the album's success led to a joint contract with Aftermath Entertainment and Interscope Records. And all this solidified Kendrick's place in the hip-hop industry. As Kendrick Lamar's success grew, Drake was quick to recognize his talent. He was like, damn, okay, that nigga doing big things in Compton. As a matter of fact, in 2011, Drake featured Kendrick Lamar on an interlude track called Buried Alive Interlude. And that was on his critically acclaimed legendary album, considered by many his best project, his best work, Take Care. And not only that, he included Kendrick Lamar in the lineup for the Club Paradise Tour, which also featured artists like J. Cole, A$AP Rocky, Meek Mill, 2 Chainz, and Waka Flocka Flame. This collaboration set the stage for future joint efforts between the two artists. And one of the biggest collaborations between the two artists, talking about Drake and Kendrick, is obviously 2012's hit song, Fucking Problems, which saw Drake and Kendrick Lamar team up with A$AP Rocky and 2 Chainz. First of all, that song is still a classic today, man. All these cats were young, bro, and they were killing it, man. That song is still in rotation, bro, up to this day. I mean, the song was a success, man. It charted for 27 weeks and peaked at number 8. And the partnership continued. I mean, another classic track between the two, Poetic Justice, on maybe one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time, Good Kid, M.A.A.D City. Again, another track that charted super well, Poetic Justice, charting at number 26 on the Billboard Hot 100. And of course, Good Kid, M.A.A.D City being a landmark album in hip-hop history. I mean, whatever you think about Apple, their top 100 best albums, still there is a reason why it's top 10 on there. That album is legendary, man. If you haven't listened to it, I don't know what the hell you doing, bro. I mean, that album has remained on the Billboard 200 charts for over a decade. It's a classic. This is the longest charting hip-hop album in history. I don't understand. I mean, I get Good Kid, M.A.A.D City being a great album, influential, important album. But dude, this album is still in rotation for a lot of people. It's just so freaking good, bro. And it has a beautiful message too. All of that being said, despite their early collaborations, Drake and Kendrick's professional relationship kind of cooled down. After Kendrick's very boastful verse on Big Sean's song Control, it's real unfortunate, Big Sean, because Big Sean really was spitting on that song, but it ain't a Big Sean song. It's really a Kendrick song. And I mean, you remember the song, man. He named literally every rapper in the game, including Drake, and said he's better than all these niggas. And I guess Drake took exception to that because we haven't had a collab since. Over the years, Drake has had multiple beefs with various artists throughout his career. There's a beef between Drake and Chris Brown. I think we know why. I mean, they both dated Rihanna. And this actually culminated in a physical altercation at WIP, a New York nightclub, on June 14th, 2012. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, at the MTV Music Awards or Video Awards or VMAs, I remember Kevin Hart having a bit on that. Drake is Canadian, so, you know, when Chris Brown was throwing the bottles because he was trying to recycle because he's Canadian. It's some stupid joke like that. But anyway, Kevin Hart was making his jokes, but that shit was real, bro.
My friends, okay? Right now, you guys are arguing over a mistake. You're arguing over a thrown bottle in the club. Now, Chris, let me tell you something. Here's what you don't know about Drake. Drake is from Canada. Drake loves to recycle. Drake thought Drake thought that there was a recycle bin in Chris's section. He threw the bottle. Chris didn't see it because he was dancing. He had his head down, right? So when he lifted his head up, he got hit with the bottle. Drake was like, my bad, the bin. Chris was like, you called me a bitch? He was like, no, the bin. That's how he got in the fight. It was over a mistake. Nip it in the bud, guys. I'm tired of it. Fix it tonight.
The fight actually began when Chris Brown tried to send a bottle of champagne to Drake. Drake was like, nah, I don't want your shit. He just rejected the bottle, which led to a brawl. Weirdly enough, somebody sends you drinks and y'all end up fighting, but 7 bystanders got hurt. And this actually resulted in a $16 million lawsuit. Crazy. But of course, the two artists eventually made amends by performing together during Drake's Aubrey and the Three Amigos tour in October of 2018. And of course, they had that whole song together where Drake was dancing, and it was really not all that. And Chris Brown was killing him with the moves. Another iconic and notable conflict in Drake's career was with M.A.A.D, who accused Drake of using ghostwriters, but was he really lying? On July 22nd of 2015. Now, Drake responded with 2 diss tracks aimed at M.A.A.D. One of them being Charged Up on July 25th, which is a freaking, like, I know back to back, and we're gonna get to that one, was like the hugest song ever. But Charged Up was damn good, bro. That's a really good song, Drake. Your writers were really writing, bro, because that song is fire. And back to back on July 29th, which is a certified banger, one of the best diss tracks ever. That shit was amazing. And obviously all of this escalated the feud. That being said, M.A.A.D had to say something, so responding to the Drake diss tracks, M.A.A.D released Wanna Know on SoundCloud on July 31st. Now, a lot of people don't talk about Wanna Know, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's really a good track. Like, it's really good. And he actually has a reference track of Legend by Drake, which is my favorite Drake song, where Party Next Door is actually laying down the reference track. And Party Next Door's version is really good. But yeah, that song is really good. Wanna Know. If you haven't ever listened to it, it's honestly a good track. Like, M.A.A.D made a good diss track. I'll give it to him. It was really good. Just people don't want to talk about it because Drake had the better track. However, unfortunately, M.A.A.D removed the diss track from SoundCloud and moved on from the conflict with Drake because he couldn't win, bro. Like, he was taking L's, man. Is that your world tour or your girls tour? Yikes. Now, I know we're talking about Kendrick Lamar and Drake, but one of the craziest beefs, and to this day is the wildest shit that's ever happened, is the Drake and Pusha T beef. Now, we could spend hours about this shit. It's been documented so much. We're going to go briefly through it because we have to talk about Drake and Kendrick Lamar, but this shit was crazy. And all of this began in 2011 with Pusha T regularly calling Drake out about ghostwriting, saying he has ghostwriters. And in response to Pusha T's 2011 freestyle, Don't F With Me, Drake had to defend his mentor, Lil Wayne. The feud continued over the years with Pusha T criticizing Drake on multiple tracks. For example, the 2012 track Exodus 23:1. I remember back in the day, Kanye West, if you went on KanyeWest.com, there was always new tracks like Mercy, bro. I heard that shit before anybody, because I remember at midnight I was on his website and that shit that dropped and it was crazy. That being said, Exodus also dropped on Kanye West's website, and at the time I didn't know it was a Drake diss track. I just remember this song vividly because every time you heard it, you thought cops were around you because there was always them cop car noises all the time. But yeah, he was dissing Young Money, Lil Wayne, Drake on that.
Throwing that flag up, running round, you hot shit, taking half of everything you get. Yeah, them niggas ain't dying for you. Them niggas ain't dying for you.
And multiple various tracks. But with all of this, finally Drake had to say something, step in and say something, because Pusha T continued calling out Drake for having ghostwriters in 2016. And finally Drake responded in 2017 on his More Life mixtape or compilation album, or whatever the f you want to call it, with the track Two Birds One Stone, where I believe he was also dissing Kid Cudi. On this track he was saying that Pusha T was exaggerating his drug dealing past. Which, this is a little tangent on Pusha T. Pusha T is one of my favorite artists. I think he's an incredible rapper. My only problem with Pusha T, because, bro, he surrounds himself with, Kanye West on production, the Neptunes or Pharrell on production, it's certified hits, certified bangers. My only problem is that you talk about the same thing all the time, bro. That white stuff, like, all the time. That's my only problem with you, because Daytona is a classic. You know, it's almost dry. Incredible, bro. Like, all of his projects are fire, but dude, you talk about this. That's why I can't have him like up here, because you talk about the same thing too much, bro. You gotta switch it up. You have a family now. You're married. You have a beautiful child, bro. Like, I don't know, talk about the struggles of being a dad. I don't know. I don't know. But always the same thing, bro. Really? Damn. But anyway, dope as hell. Great. I was so happy I saw him in Coachella. Anyway, out of that tangent, the beef really hit a peak in 2018 with Pusha T's Daytona album. Like, incredible album. I would be hurt if he dissed me on that because the album was amazing, bro. Amazing. On the final track, Infrared, he said, how can you right these wrongs when you even write your songs? And yeah, Drake didn't fuck with that. That track was amazing, though. It was really good. And Drake responded with the Duppy freestyle. Now, if we had left it at that, the Duppy freestyle is actually really good. It's like Wanna Know for Meek Mill. Very good track. Very good diss track, Drake. I like the song. It's unfortunate he was dissing Kanye. I prefer Kanye. Because this is Pusha T. I like Pusha T. But the song was great. But the thing is, Pusha T he has no chill. Pusha T hit that record. Because Pusha T released The Story of Adidas. And then shit went left, bro. In this diss track, Pusha T scrutinizes Drake's lifestyle, Drake's personal life and relationships, revealing to the world that Drake has a son. What the fuck? Like, at that time, man, bro, the internet was going crazy. Drake has a son, and his son's baby mama is a star. Crazy. That's crazy that, bro, this shit was, you had to be there. It was crazy, bro. And the son is called Adonis, and Adonis' name is because Drake was gonna sign a deal with Adidas, but it didn't happen. But first of all, why would you name your kid after a brand? Like, Drake, what the fuck, bro? That is bad, bro. That is bad. And you're not even with Adidas, man. You're with Nike. You would have called him Nikon? Like, oh no, that's a camera's name. But I would not put that beneath Drake. And he also said that he's been hiding the child, which, yeah, he had no choice to put the child in the world because Pusha T got to it first. And Drake got all of this information from a woman that was sleeping with Drake's producer, homeboy, 40. He also revealed that 40 had cancer, which was like, damn, Pusha, damn, he was holding nothing back, bro. Nothing. And mind you, with all of this is crazy. Like, this is some next level shit. But what's worse is that Kendrick Lamar's diss is even more damning. The things that Kendrick Lamar says is more damning, but let's get into that later. Anyway, in this track, bro, Pusha T shooting at everybody. Young Money, Birdman, Drake's parroted skills, 40, everybody is getting the bullet, bro. He doesn't give a shit. And even to the artwork, which is an attack to Drake, with a picture of Drake in blackface. First of all, Drake, who sent you to do that? Why? Why would you ever do that, bro? Anyway, the picture's taken by David Lays, if you care to know. And I mean, if I was Drake in that position, I don't know how I would respond. So what Drake did is that he went onto Instagram and posted an Instagram story saying how difficult it was to get roles in 2007 for a black actor. And also how black people have been wrongfully represented in, the entertainment industry. Which is crazy because I'm like, these pictures have been out forever, I guess, somewhere. How did we not see this before? Like, the internet is crazy, bro. Delete everything, bro. Go on your Facebook page when you were like, I don't know, 12, delete everything. Delete it. You never know. All those old tweets, delete it. That shit might bite you back, bro. Which reminds me, I am about to go on my Twitter right now. Anyway, that being said, Drake didn't respond. Drake later said in a 2019 interview with Rap Radar, that his feud with Pusha T was his first loss in the competitive sport of rapping. And there's some people today that still think he won that beef. How, Sway? Okay, Drake sells more records than Pusha T, and this, that, and the third. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But you lost the game. You played the game, and you lost, bro.
And definitely, warranted my first quote unquote, loss in the competitive sport of rapping.
Like, at the end of the day, Jordan got more rings than LeBron, bro. You lost the game. I don't care that you got more billboards or more Grammys or this, that, and the third. It don't matter. Bro, you didn't get the ring, bro. You lost. So all these, I like Drake. But you're delusional if you thought he won this shit. He lost 100%. Now, did Pusha T play 30? 1,000%. But, I mean, it's hip-hop, bro. Like, this ain't basketball. Like, ain't no technical fouls, bro. Ain't no flagrant twos. That's not a thing in rap. Whew. Anyway, let's cool it down because Drake also had beef with another Toronto native, The Weeknd. Both being from Toronto, they obviously collaborated multiple times over the years, notably Take Care, where a lot of people said that The Weeknd kind of wrote half of the album. Hey, I don't know if that's true, but hey, that's what people say. And of course, The Weeknd does have writing credits on the album, even though people say that he contributed way more than what's shown on the album and also was featured. But of course, when The Weeknd didn't want to sign to OVO, that's when the relationship soured. Thank God he didn't. Oh my God, because if you know the OVO sweatshop, listen guys, do you still hear about Roy Woods? If you're still a fan, day one fan, you know he's releasing things, but like more people in the mainstream, Roy Woods, that's the OVO sweatshop. And actually, Abel kind of revealed that when he started in industry, he was so desperate for money, he kind of gave up almost half of his songs to Drake. That's why some people think that like that whole album, it's Abel, man, that penned that album. And of course, Pandora box was open when he revealed this, leading to more rumors. And if you can fast forward to 2019, Abel released the song Lost in the Fire with the lines, "And I just want a baby with the right one, cause I would never be the one to hide one." Shade. Which of course reunited the rumors of beef between the two. Because clearly it sounds like a jab towards Drake and of course his son Adonis. And lastly, the best for last, the Kanye West and Drake beef, which is really weird, bro. And this is public statements, social media exchanges, and musical releases. And you know, you can lump Pusha T into that too, of course. And of course, at the beginning, they were really friendly. It was super supportive. It was a great relationship. I mean, Kanye West did direct Best I Ever Had, even though there's a lot of controversy surrounding that, but still, he did do that. And I think kind of started when Kanye West kind of felt threatened when Drake said he had ambitions to surpass Kanye because Kanye is one of his idols. I mean, there is no Drake without Kanye, and that is expressed through how Drake has said that 808s and Heartbreak influenced his sound and helped him craft Take Care. And of course, Drake was hinting towards a rivalry in 2011 on the track I'm On One, referencing Kanye's and Jay-Z's Watch the Throne album. Of course, their feud intensified in 2018, of course, partially due to Drake's and Pusha T's conflict. And one of the funniest parts of this beef is the Lift Yourself incident. Because Drake wrote many songs for Kanye West on the album Ye. And it's kind of funny because he kind of disses him on the album when he says, "Calm down, you light skin." Anyway, so he wrote a lot of songs for him when he was in Wyoming. And of course, Drake was like, can I get compensated in like a beat? Because I mean, Kanye West is a gold producer, so can I get a beat? And Drake really liked the Lift Yourself beat. So Kanye was like, bet, I'll send it to you. But what he really did is fucking crazy. Because out of the blue, Kanye West drops a song with that beat where he says, and I'm quoting Drake, "Nonsense, poop-dee-dee scoop, whoop-dee-dee scoop, poop-dee-scoop, poop-poop."
Boop-dee scoop, scoop-dee whoop, whoop-dee-scoop-dee poop, poop-dee-scoop-dee scoop.
Anyway, let's flash forward into 2021 where the feud was reunited when Drake dissed Kanye on Trippie Redd's songs Betrayal. Now, I love Kanye, man, but that track Betrayal with Trippie Redd was so fucking fire. Oh, what a great track. Honestly, amazing track, man. Which led to Kanye West posting and deleting Drake's Toronto address on Instagram, which is like, kind of everybody knows where he lives, dog. Like, Kanye, come on, man. And again, Drake's Certified Lover Boy and Kanye West Donda released 5 days apart, where Drake ended up selling more than Kanye West's first week. And as for Kendrick Lamar's beef timeline, which is not as extensive as Drake, but he has had some beefs with various artists. Starting in 2012, he had a brief feud with Shine, who criticized Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, M.A.A.D City, calling it trash, which is, are you out your fucking mind? Like, dude, do you have ears? Needless to say, that did not age well, because that shit has been on the Billboard Top 200 forever. And unfortunately, it led to a defensive response by Kendrick Lamar. You should have never responded. Let that shit breathe, bro.
I'm not sensitive, so I don't really, feed into it. That's his opinion. And his opinion can't stop what the world thinks already, so.
And of course, Big Sean's song Control with Kendrick Lamar's verse that, ruffled some feathers. Some rappers took exception to that, including Meek Mill, which, bro, Meek, why are you putting yourself in situations where you can't win? You beef with Drake, you beef with Kendrick, you chill with Diddy, you can't win, bro. Took offense of Kendrick Lamar giving himself the title of the king of both coasts. And also, Kendrick Lamar had a minor feud with, surprisingly, Jay Electronica, who criticized his verse on a tweet. And even with Big Sean, which led to years of rumored tension between the two, which I would understand. You drop a track, you drop a single, and no one talks about your verse because, like Kendrick, that's everybody's talking about. Like, I would feel some type of way too. Anyway, All of this leads us to pretty much today, the present time. Shortly after the release of Drake's song, First Person Shooter on For All the Dogs, or Fat D. And of course, the song was featuring J. Cole. In the song, Cole friendly referred to himself, Drake, and Kendrick as the big three of hip hop, which was a statement that you would not think, but Kendrick took issue with. On March 22nd, 2024, Kendrick Lamar responded with a feature on Future and Metro Boomin's track, Like That. In this track, Kendrick said, fuck all that, it ain't no big three, asserting his dominance, even though J. Cole and Drake are over 6 feet, and I don't think he's over 5'7". Anyway, I don't know beef, Kendrick. He further compared himself and Drake to Prince and Michael Jackson, respectively, with the provocative line, Prince outlived Mike Jack. And I know I didn't talk about this in Drake's beefs, but it's important to note that Metro Boomin does not fuck with Drake anymore. And this is since December, where Metro criticized in a tweet the fact that his album, Heroes and Villains, got fewer awards and recognition than that of Drake and 21 Savage's Her Loss. Which, honestly, I've been critical of Drake's past projects, but Her Loss was actually pretty good. Pretty good. Shout out to Lil Yachty for adding that sauce, bro. Because if you know Big Shit Poppin', Jumbotron, whatever the fucking song is, but that shit... Anyway, that song's fire, man. Shout out to you, Lil Yachty. Anyway, on April 5th, J. Cole dropped 7 Minute Drill, a diss track aimed at Kendrick Lamar. The track was a reply to Kendrick Lamar's verse on the song Like That, claiming that Kendrick has fallen off like The Simpsons, which is, yeah, that's facts. They gotta stop that show. And calling his latest album tragic, which it's a pretty good album. However, J. Cole has removed the song from streaming platforms and has apologized since, apologizing at his own show, his own festival. He did not want the smoke, and you're gonna understand later why, because Jesus Christ, you thought Pusha T was fucked, bro. Kendrick Lamar did not hold back. Anyway, the feud intensified on April 13, 2024, when Drake fired back by leaking a mysterious track called Push-Ups. Now, I have to say this, that song, was really good, bro. It's not, I would say it's as iconic as good as Back to Back, but maybe it's because he won that beef, but I was like, yo, this shit, okay, Drake came out to play, bro. We're laughing, he has ghostwriters, this, that, and third. He makes pop music. He makes music for girls that like Starbucks, whatever. He came out to rap on this track. In this song, Drake dismissed Kendrick Lamar's claim to the big three, mocking him with lines like, you ain't in no big three. SZA got you wiped down. Travis got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down. Like your label, boy, you in a scope right now. And you go and feel the aftermath of what I write down. Here Drake states a fellow musician, SZA, where actually Drake also, and I didn't even mention this, had beef with her too. And that beef was squashed when they dropped Slam You Out on Fat D. He also talks about Travis Scott, 21 Savage, saying that they have been all more successful than Kendrick Lamar lately. Mostly referring to Billboard placements because, yeah, of course, Drake is gonna just talk about billboards. Anyway, you have to place yourself in time because when that song leaked, Kendrick Lamar's most recent album, which is still today Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, had only sold 295,000 units, which was surpassed by SZA's SOS with 365,000 units, which SOS is amazing. SZA had the song of the year with Snooze. What the fuck? Heard that shit live at Camp Flognaw. I'm blessed by God. And of course, Drake's and 21 Savage, Her Loss, that sold 404,000 units. But I mean, 21 Savage was kind of carried by you, Drake, so does that really count? And by Travis Scott's Utopia with 496,000 units, which Utopia was amazing. I really like the album. Great album. Now, before I continue, I have to mention whatever the fuck Rick Ross decided to drop, which was Champagne Moments on April 15th, where basically he said Drake is a white boy. Anyway, whatever the fuck that was, let's keep going. A week later, on April 19th, 2024, Drake released another diss track, Tailor-Made Freestyle. Now, this was kind of weird because it had AI-generated voices of Kendrick Lamar's idols, Tupac and Snoop Dogg, that he used to taunt him. Now, I mean, Snoop Dogg's alive, so he can defend himself. By having Tupac, that's weird, man. That's really weird. That's really weird. What the fuck? And of course, it's garnered Drake a cease and desist from Tupac's estate, which as they should. What the fuck? What's wrong with you, bro? And of course, this track also includes Drake's own verse, where he accused Kendrick Lamar of delaying his response to him to avoid being overshadowed by Taylor Swift's release. What the fuck, bro? Really? Who cares? Taylor Swift's album release. Who the fuck cares, bro? Really? No one in hip hop is. If you're hip hop, you ain't listening to that, really, bro? Who cares? Anyway, the Tailor-Made Freestyle, it's a nod on Taylor's whatever. I don't know why he's so close to Taylor. It's weird, but anyway, in the song Drake raps, now we gotta wait a fucking week because Taylor Swift is your new top, and if you bout to drop, she gotta approve. Anyway, that being said, of that foolishness with Taylor Swift, Kendrick Lamar didn't take a long time to respond. On April 30th, 2024, Kendrick Lamar released the song Euphoria, a brutal track targeting Drake on multiple fronts. Kendrick Lamar, as did Pusha T do back in the day, attacked Drake's parroting skills, his rumored plastic surgery, and his rap abilities, and his Toronto accent. I like the Toronto accent. I think it's dope. Come on, man. Come on, Crody. I like the accent. That's cool, man. Kendrick got me cheese. Rapping. I got a son to raise, but I can see you know nothing about that. And you're not a rap artist. You a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. And also the song is a nod to Euphoria, a show where Drake is one of the producers. Anyway, that being said, just 3 days later, on May 3rd, 2024, Kendrick dropped 616 in LA, produced by Jack Antonoff, who is actually a producer that works a lot with Taylor Swift. So he was kind of firing back at Kendrick Lamar, saying that you're waiting to release because you want to get overshadowed by Taylor Swift. And he was like, bet, I'm a grab her producer. I'm going to drop something. Anyway, in this track, Kendrick Lamar mocks Drake's song naming convention and claims to have operatives inside of Drake's team. He rapped,
"Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it."
With all that craziness, on the same fucking day, this is a day that's gonna be marked in rap hip-hop history, Drake released the song Family Matters. Now, if it had ended there, I would say that Drake would have won the beef because push-ups were, first of all, push-ups, that was fucked because he was mocking Kendrick Lamar's shoe size and his height, which is kind of fucked but funny as hell. And just the way he dissed Metro Boomin was so short but sweet. Like, dude said, shut the fuck up and make some drums, bro. That was enough. That was fucking amazing, bro. But yeah, if Family Matters was the last track of this whole beef, yeah, Drake definitely won this shit because this song is crazy. This is a nearly 8-minute track where he suggests that Kendrick Lamar's son was fathered by his manager, which is what the fuck, the manager being Dave Free. He also took shots at Kendrick Lamar's relationship with his fiance, alleging infidelity and, now that's fucked, abuse. That's fucked. With lyrics like,
"You the black messiah, wifing up a mixed queen, and hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. On some Bobby shit, I wanna know what Whitney needs. When you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense cause she bigger than you?"
There's a lot to say about, you know, black men that praise black women, but end up dating white girls or girls with lighter shades of skin, or that's something else to be said about that. There's also something else that's been said, you know, if, you know, his manager is the real son of his father. But the thing is, if he's doing some Bobby Whitney shit, bro, that's fucked, bro. That's really fucked. Anyway, that being said, hours later, Kendrick Lamar fired back with "Meet the Grams," which continued, unfortunately, the theme of attacking each other's family. You know, I think there was an interview where people said, or I think it was in Drake, when it comes to, you know, talk about the family and stuff like that, that's where you're taking it too far. Yeah, these niggas didn't give a fuck. Kendrick Lamar targeted Drake's son and alleged that Drake had a secret daughter. Which, what the fuck? Kendrick also mocked Drake of using weight loss drugs like Ozempic, which that's all I hear now. Ozempic this, Ozempic that. Rapping, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck that Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Shit is crazy, man. But some of y'all should hit the gym, bro. It's good for you. Some of y'all should do that. On Instagram, Drake was making fun of Kendrick Lamar because, first of all, Kendrick said that Drake had a daughter. Drake had actually somebody on his team, and that's what I'm understanding from Reddit, leaking things to Kendrick Lamar so he could put him in his songs, so Drake could actually drop another track and be like, bro, all this shit is fake, bro. We're just feeding you fake information. Hence him not having really a daughter. That all have been great because at this point I would say that with all of that, you know, Drake still has the upper hand on this beef. All of that shit went to the window when Kendrick Lamar dropped Not Like Us. This track, first of all, before I get into the subject matter, is a bop. Amazing South California tune, bro. incredible. I mean, listen, every time I hear this at a party, and I'm from Canada, bro. And that's how I know Drake lost this shit. Because I'm in Canada, bro. This is Drake's country, bro. Niggas be screaming this shit, dancing around to this shit, bro. How I know it's really bad is that when you go to parties where it's just like mostly black people, niggas be dancing like their life depends on this song. When you go to parties where it's like more like, you know, white people, nah, they don't really be dancing to it. But black, that's how you know. If your own people and with you, bro, you've lost the beef, bro. You've lost the beef. There's kids dancing to this shit, sing to this shit. This shit is crazy. Now, this song is a bop. It's a good song, bro. Like, it's a really good song. When this nigga says, say OVO, that shit has me fucking weak, bro. Now, past the song being a bop, this song has the most fucked allegations against Drake. Worse than anything Pusha T has ever said to Drake. This is some next level shit, bro. In this song, Kendrick Lamar calls Drake a Now, the word I just said is gonna be bleep, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Trying to stalk a chord, and it's probably A minor. Whoa. And also calls out Drake for using AI Tupac on his song, which is fucked. But like, bro, there's like the least of the fuckness in this song. He comes after Drake's whole team. Even the cover art is fucked, bro. The cover art is fucked. Yo, shit is crazy, bro. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of the song because YouTube will demonetize my ass because it is demonic. He alleged that Drake's and his team things do. I mean, Kendrick even said to any shorty talking to him, they better hide their little sister from him. Like, I was on I'm in the Drake subreddit, right? There's some people, like listen, hopefully this is not true. I pray this is not true. Because this is true. He should be in jail. And also, you know, Kendrick Lamar for abuse, he should also be reprimanded. But, like, kids, bro, people beat up people that like kids in jail. They beat them up. That's like the worst, like some of the worst things you could ever do as a person, bro. And anyway, that being said, I'm not gonna even start. I don't want to start a whole thing right now. Let's keep on going. Drake responded, and I don't know how the fuck he did because this shit is bad, bro. But anyway, he just responded on May 5th, 2024 with The Heart Part 6. A play on Kendrick Lamar's The Heart series, which now he fucked him. He can't drop anymore. The Hearts, it's finished. Drake claimed that the hidden daughter rumor was not true, which was a false flag operation started by his whole team. Feed Kendrick Lamar with false information to, of course, mislead Kendrick Lamar. Drake rapped, "You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient." Now, the latest update comes from May 24th, 2024, when Drake featured on Sexy Red's new mixtape, In Sexy We Trust, with the track You My Everything, where he rapped over Metro Boomin's beats, BBL Drizzy, which is also funny. Like, I know I didn't talk about it a lot, but that BBL Drizzy song is funny as hell. On TikTok, it is everywhere. That's how you know he lost a beef, man. People putting that shit everywhere. Anyway, he redefined the title by singing, "I changed a lot of girls' lives for real. They need a new body, they hid in me. Hey, BBL Drizzy, BBL Drizzy. They want a new body, they asked me for it, BBL Drizzy." Like, fueling women insecurities. It's not the best, man. Anyway, the feud between Drake and Kendrick Lamar doesn't seem to be ending, while both artists continue to escalate this lyrical warfare. So I hope this is the grand scope. There might be new things in the future, but for now it's been calm. We're in June, not much has happened. However, just when I'm recording this video, there's fans that speculate that Pharrell dissed Drake on the new song Double Life, rapping, "Your life double-sided, watch. Two-faced like coins, what side do I get, watch. What side are you on?" And of course, Drake and Pharrell have a beef. Bought actually Pharrell's jewelry, and I think got that shit like melted or some shit. Anyway, he bought his jewelry and disrespected him in some way. And Drake is beefy with a lot of people. Drake has beef with Pharrell. Yeah. Okay, so we're back. It's me from the future. So let's get into this wild updates. I know throughout the video I said that, you know, tell me who you think is winning the beef. Is it Drake? Is it Kendrick? But at this point, bro, he's just beating a man down. He's already on the ground, bro. Why are you still kicking, fam? Let's get into the savagery. So in June, Kendrick Lamar announced that there was going to be a pop-out show at the LA Forum. And the show would be on June 19th, which is Juneteenth. It's very significant in African-American culture. And also during the show during Juneteenth is a slight at Drake because Kendrick says he's a culture vulture. Kendrick says he's a colonizer, so doing that on such a significant day for African Americans, yeah, that's already a diss in itself. So let's break down basically what happened at this pop-out show. So as you know, on June 19, Kendrick Lamar did the pop-out show at the Kia Forum in Inglewood, California. But that wasn't just a concert, bro. This was a movement. It was a theatrical decoration in the Kendrick versus Drake beef. Kendrick being the culture. I mean, he had the whole West Coast, bruh. The whole West Coast with him. I mean, he had YG there. Dr. Dre pulled up. Steve Lacy. Tyler, the fucking Creator. I mean, people were like, why is TC there? Bro, this dude didn't grow up too far from where Kendrick is from. And same thing for Steve Lacy. If I believe, he grew up in Compton. And also produced on Damn. So, I mean, the ties between the two are pretty strong. And I mean, having all these West Coast artists, all these great artists, if I was Drake, I don't know how I would have felt. But what was crazier is that there were so many hoopers that were there. First of all, DeMar DeRozan, man, dancing on the fucking stage. Westbrook, bro, dancing on the goddamn stage. And I want to bring it back to 2016 All-Star Game in Toronto, where Westbrook did not want to shake Drake's hand. I don't think they fuck with each other, man. That being said, bro, you had Westbrook dancing, bro. Instead of winning championships, y'all here dancing, bro. That being said, bro, he was out here dancing, getting jiggy with it, bro. And I think the biggest blow was to have LeBron James. Thankfully, he was not on the stage. He understood his place. He's not from the West Coast, so he was enjoying this West Coast celebration. But bro, LeBron, I thought you were best friends with Drake. You mumble his songs, get the lyrics on to Drake lyrics all the time. I thought y'all were friends. I guess not. Even James Harden was there, bro. He's not even from the West Coast, bro. Shit is wild. But I also wanted to say that, yo, the West Coast has so much talent, because I'm thinking about it. They got Westbrook, that he's from LA. You got DeRozan, and you got Steve Lacy. Like, the talent pool, not just in basketball, but in just like music, arts, and sports, bro. That area is crazy, bro. Like, wow. And I mean, the show was a celebration. The show was dope, but it culminated in Kendrick Lamar singing Not Like Us 5 fucking times, bro, with the camera angles and everything that were crazy. And also everybody on stage with Dr. Dre starting the song saying, I see dead people, bro. Shit was crazy, bro. He had everybody on the stage. It was honestly a movie. I mean, if I was Drake at home, I would have been like, yo. And I don't want this to start becoming like a Drake diss. Again, I said Drake, honestly, he held his own in this rap beef. Drake was a good MC on this, bro. But damn, Kendrick, he messed with the wrong guy, bro. He messed with the wrong guy. That's all I gotta say. And I keep harping on this, but it's really important, because what I like about what he did for the pop-out show at the Kia Forum is that he's really displaying Black culture. He's really showing like the talent, the greatness that, you know, all of these Black creators have. And I'm pretty sure for the set design, for the artistic, you know, direction, for a lot of technical things that happened there, I'm pretty sure there was also a lot of Black talented technical individuals that were there too. So just to see all of this Blackness, and just to see all this talent, may that be arts, you know, technical skills when it comes to, you know, production for shows, athletes that were there, bro, it's truly beautiful, man. And I think that hurts even more than just saying, you know, trying to strike a chord and it's probably a minor, man. Just to see that, like, you're not part of the culture, man. Wow. I mean, listen, I'm Canadian. I ain't even from LA, bro, but I gotta applaud, man. Like, what they doing down there, bro? Yo, we gotta step up. Now, if you thought that was it, that wasn't it. Yeah, it gets worse. I don't know how you make it worse, but it gets worse because Kendrick Lamar dropped Not Like Us video. Now, this video is, first of all, the song at the beginning, that snippet, that song that he just gave us a taste of sounds amazing, but I really want to talk about some of the imagery in this video because it is fucking savage. We see a lot of talented people from LA, man. I mean, we have DeRozan on the video, and it's strong. It has a strong impact, and it's really interesting. And even DeRozan came out and said, you know, he's friends still with Drake, but you know, him and Kendrick, yo, it's been like this for a while. It's just they kept it on the low. Of course, they're from the same area. He has a huge impact. But yeah, I just want to say, bro, because there's so many wild things. I mean, first of all, Kendrick Lamar's beats up an owl in this video, bro. It is so like emblematic. It's so, and you know what's crazy? It's because the owl is a piñata, and who normally plays with a piñata? It's kids, bro. Like it's fucking crazy, bro. The like detail in this fucking song, bro. And the most savage part, I remember when I watched the video vividly, I screamed because Kendrick Lamar, when he said trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor, dude was playing hopscotch. That's a fucking crazy. That is, I'm gonna show it. This is fucking crazy. What the fuck? This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. And not only that, I mean, him crip walking with his wife and kids. It's a beautiful imagery, bro. And his wife also wearing a wife beater. I don't know if that means something, but anyway, that was crazy. And you know, I think there's a lot of things in this video. There's probably a million breakdowns. This video is already long enough, but I also just want to talk about the fact that the video was directed by Dave Free and Kendrick Lamar, showing that there ain't no bad blood between them. Okay, and maybe end on this too, just the caged owl at the end, symbolizing Drake. I mean, I believe he's in it because Drake was mocking Kendrick Lamar of his deal with, you know, Top Dog, which they were in the video too, which shows that there's no animosity. He's symbolizing like that owl in the cage. Is it because Drake is in a 360 deal and he's also in a cage? I don't know, because I know he signed, you know, a huge deal for like more albums. That's why he was pumping out albums like there was no tomorrow. But yeah, like, bro, that music video and the show, like, honestly, please, and I'm ready to read any comments that wants to defend Drake and saying that he won this beef, but I'm trying to understand how. I'm like, at this point, I just can't understand. I talked to a dude that he's the biggest Drake cocksucker I know, and he was like, bro, not Kendrick won this shit, bro. Like, come on, man. You can like Drake's music, that's not a problem, that's your preference, but to win this beef, I mean, there's even this video that I'm going to show real quick. It's the Montreal Jazz Music Festival, and Thundercat has been there. Andre 3000 is actually going to be there performing this year. The social media team, I guess, were just asking people, and this Montreal's in Canada, asking people who won the beef, Kendrick or Drake. Bro, most niggas were saying Kendrick Lamar, and the only person that said Drake got looked at like they were crazy.
Kendrick.
We're from Toronto, but Kendrick, obviously.
Drake, it's gotta be Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick.
Drake.
This is your home turf. Like, bro, this beef is... maybe, listen, DJ Academics is saying that Drake, he might drop something, bro. He might drop something. He might come out with a vengeance. May that be an album or some new music or whatever. But at this point, I don't see it, bro. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. NBA players ain't with you. Fucking the whole West Coast ain't with you, bro. I don't know, man. And Travis Scott has been silent. Lil Baby has been silent. All the niggas you collaborate with have been very silent, bro. I don't know, man. I mean, you had KD at your home for Canada Day. I guess that's something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, that's all the updates. Let's get into the final part of the video. Anyway, that being said, Kendrick Lamar, ever since this, has publicly supported Future, J-Rock, The Weeknd, A$AP Rocky, Rick Ross, and Kanye West. On the other hand, Drake has been supporting Birdman, Azealia Banks, Jay Electronica, 50 Cent, The Game, and Joel Santana. Now, before I end this video, I have to talk about something, because even since the Pusha T beef, the allegations that are being sent out for both parties are fucking crazy. These are allegations, so hopefully it's not true, but if it is true, this is terrible. These are terrible human beings, bro. Public conflicts like the one we're witnessing right now not only tarnish the artist's reputation, but also reinforce damaging stereotypes about black men. Public accusations of as seen in Kendrick's Not Like Us and Drake's reference to domestic violence and infidelity perpetuate the stereotype of black men as inherently violent and morally corrupt. This leads into social biases and can influence public perception, undermining the positive contributions of these artists to culture and society. The portrayal of black men in media is often skewed, and unfortunately feuds like this can unfortunately contribute to a one-dimensional narrative that overlooks their complexities and achievements. I mean, the 14-year-olds in the suburbs don't know what's like in Compton, don't know what it's like for Drake when he was trying to become an actor as a black man. They don't give a shit about that. They're like, ooh, Kendrick fights his wife, Drake likes kids like us. And that's what they're gonna roll with. The impact of these feuds extend beyond the individuals involved, affecting the broader black community. I like to harken back to, one of Kendrick Lamar's idols, NWA, gangster rap. Not all black people are gangsters. Or, trap music. All black people like doing drugs. And now with Kendrick and Drake, oh boy. And I know people are going to say, well, Kendrick Lamar and Drake just don't have to be doing this. Listen, they're grown-ass men. It's not because they doing that crazy shit I got to do it. Or my brother got to do it. Or my friends got to do it. That has nothing to do with me. Anyway, public disputes between prominent black figures can exacerbate division within the community and provide fuel for those who seek to stereotype and marginalize black people. This downfall is exacerbated by other black male artists that are crumbling before our eyes. Talking about Diddy and Kanye. Diddy, once a symbol of entrepreneurial success and musical innovation, has faced a series of legal issues and personal scandals that has permanently ruined his public image. And in the same vein, Kanye West, whose genius, and I can't understate this, in music and fashion, has unfortunately been overshadowed by erratic behavior and controversial statements. This exemplifies how personal downfall can tarnish the legacy of black male artists. I mean, Kanye's public feuds, including those with his peers and the media, and also him trying to hop in the beef with the Like That remix, which, no one really cared. I mean, the shit with Drake and Kendrick was so, no one cared, bro. You still have the greatest hip-hop album of all time, but no one really cared. All of that, his behavior, his erraticness, his beefs, have often been framed in ways to emphasize mental instability and unpredictability, further fueling harmful stereotypes. The continuous escalation of the feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, marked by increasingly personal and vicious attacks, and the involvements of other artists, illustrates the damaging impact these conflicts can have. Rather than uplifting each other and the community, these feuds serve to undermine the progress that has been made in changing public's perceptions of black men in the music industry. And again, just hip-hop in general, hip-hop being, for some people, not music, which is the dumbest thing ever. It's a beautiful genre with a lot of beautiful, rich content to explore, but things like this can put a stain, when you have the biggest artists having these terrible allegations on them. That being said, hip-hop is still the greatest music genre ever. It's a beautiful music genre, and if you're hesitant to get into it, there's a lot of great artists to listen to. The careers of Drake and Kendrick Lamar highlight both the triumphs and the tribulations inherent in the world of hip-hop. Their fame, marked by groundbreaking music and significant cultural influence, has been unfortunately paralleled by intense rivalries and feuds. These conflicts, while captivating for audience, and a lot of people said this is great for hip-hop, which to an extent, yes, because hip-hop has been sliding in its popularity in the US, but I still think this is not the right way to highlight the beauty of hip-hop, because it's just grown men saying one beats his wife and the other one likes kids. That's not that great for hip-hop. Anyway, this underscores a deeper issue within the industry and society at large: the damaging stereotypes and biases that persist about black men. Public disputes like those between Drake and Kendrick, filled with personal attacks and accusations, not only tarnish their reputation, but also reinforce negative perceptions of black male artists, and just hip-hop artists also, more specifically. This dynamic is further exacerbated by the struggles of other prominent figures and legends in the game, like Diddy and Kanye, whose personal and legal issues have overshadowed their contribution to music and culture. Ultimately, the feud between Kendrick and Drake serves as a clear reminder of the complex interplay between personal ambition, public perception, and societal biases. As these two artists continue to shape the landscape of hip-hop, we have to recognize and challenge the narratives that seek to undermine their achievements and perpetuate harmful stereotypes, making sure their legacies are defined by their artistry rather than their conflicts. But hey, that's the video. Let me know in the comments who won the beef. I know, I was a little hard on Drake, but who do you think really won the beef, man? And what do you think about this? What's your favorite song out of all the beef tracks? Let me know in the comments. Share, like the video. Roll to 10K if you want that blonde vinyl. And guys, as usual, keep it supreme.